Hello friends and family, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new here, please subscribe and then click the notification bell and choose all so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. I have an announcement to make that you are going to want to hear, so stay tuned through our first DIY project. There is a reason why this video is an important one. I've teamed up with my friend Brandy at the DIY Struggle, along with other amazingly talented creators who all joined in on this challenge. I'll have more information about how to win a $100 Visa gift card later in the video. Besides this, I'm really looking forward to bringing you today's fun, festive, and simple projects. These beautiful Christmas-themed decor pieces all coordinate together and are budget-friendly, costing way under the price found at Pottery Barn. With all that being said, let's begin today's creative journey and have some fun making these absolutely gorgeous, high-end looking Christmas decor pieces. For all three projects, we are going to be duping Christmas decor from Pottery Barn, which would total $225, but we will spend around $45 for all three projects. Like always, the supplies I use are in the description box below, but if you have any questions at all, please add a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you. Next, we started coating them with Mod Podge on one side and all the edges. By the way, I have an incredible assistant today. My youngest, Caleb, is helping us out. Once we had even, fairly thin layer of Mod Podge on the plank, we laid down the scrapbook paper. Next, we added another layer of Mod Podge over the scrapbook paper. When it dries, it will have a protective layer so that when the coaster gets a little wet, it will still be okay if you just wipe it off. We set those aside and began working on the back sides of the wood pieces. We added another thin but even layer of Mod Podge and then attached the cork paper. This creates a backside that won't scratch your furniture. Once we completed that side, we trimmed any parts that were hanging over the edges with some small detail scissors, and this completes DIY number 1. And the reveal will be at the end of the video. As I mentioned in the beginning, there is a reason why this video is an important one. I've teamed up with my friend Brandy at the DIY Struggle, along with other amazingly talented creators who all joined in on this challenge. Each creator's channel is listed in the description box below. To get there, click on the title of this video and the description box will appear. The most important link in the description box is the playlist. The playlist for the week includes all dupes from Pottery Barn. Not all Christmas, but all from Pottery Barn. Each Friday, we will have a different store or website that we were inspired by. Now, here is the important announcement. Every week in November, you have a chance to win a $100 Visa gift card. All you need to do is watch the videos in this playlist and comment with your answer to the question that each creator asks in their video. For this video, my question is this: what is your favorite holiday song, or what song gets you in the mood for the Christmas season? Put your answer in the comments section below and do the same for each of the videos on this playlist. I look forward to responding to your comments soon. This week's drawing will take place on Wednesday, November 17th, and I will post the results on my community tab. Moving on to DIY number 2. This beautiful trio of candles that will bring a festive touch to any room. First, I gathered 3 of these glass jars and 4 of these plain red candles from Dollar Tree. I picked up this glass spray paint at Michael's. The first step is to spray paint the inside and outside of your candle holders. This was my first time using this type of paint, but it was fun to work with. As it dries, it becomes semi-clear, but also very colorful. It took me 3 coats to achieve the depth of red I was looking for. Keep in mind that while spray paint is flammable while it's wet, it is fine once it's dry to use it on a candle holder. When they were dry, I moved on to melting the tall red candles. The Dollar Tree candles are made with whipped wax, so they melt down much faster and into a smaller quantity than if it was regular wax. So it takes 4 of the tall candles to make 3 of these smaller candles. I put the tall candles in the oven at 300 degrees. Once they are thoroughly melted, pull them out of the oven and fish out the wick. You can reuse the Dollar Tree wicks by using hot glue or double-sided adhesive. Attach the wicks to the bottom center of the glass, whether you choose to use the Dollar Tree wicks or the wood wicks. The nice thing about the wood wicks is that they crackle and create a little larger flame, but either way will work just fine. If you're enjoying today's video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to keep you up to date with the latest and greatest projects here at DIY with Erica and have you join my subscriber family. Next comes the fun part. Once all the wicks are in place, it's time to pour the wax. Make sure it's not too hot, use an oven mitt as needed. So go ahead and pour the wax in, and it will take more than 1 of the tall jars to fill the small jar, because we're using whipped wax in the Dollar Tree candle. Once you melt it, all the air dissipates and then you have a lesser amount of wax. So go ahead and fill those up. I had to fish one of the wicks out of there. It came along with the wax. And then add fragrance as needed. In this case, I used the Dollar Tree Apple Cinnamon fragrance. That's it for DIY number 2. Stay tuned for the reveal. Finally, we move on to DIY number 3. A festive red berry wreath. I've always wanted a wreath like this, but my bargain hunting self had never found one that looked expensive but wasn't. So I decided to make my own using Dollar Tree berries. I ended up using 9 of each type of berry pick. By the way, you can find these on dollartree.com and they sell them in packs of 6, so you don't need to buy a whole case of them like some other items on their website. First, I took the larger, non-sparkling berries and pulled the berry bunches off of the stems. I wanted to give the wreath depth and width, so I used hot glue to add them to the inside and outside edges of the wreath form. I left room on the top to add the smaller berry bunches. With these smaller sparkly berries, I cut the long stem off the bottom, but I kept them as they were in small bunches. I liked the way they looked and I didn't see any need to pull those apart. I only fluffed them a bit as I added them to the wreath. Using hot glue, I went around in a circle and glued them on one by one. Simply put, this was so incredibly easy. I wonder why I waited so long just to make my own. And since this is the last project in this video, here is our final reveal. I hope you've enjoyed DIYing with me today. Please let me know that you like this video by giving me a thumbs up. Each and every like you give helps to support me and my channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Once you click the subscribe button, click the bell to set your notifications to all so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to find me on Instagram at DIY with Erica. I'd love to share with you there in a little more personal way than YouTube. Don't forget to check out the playlist in the description box and add your comment about your favorite holiday song. My subscribers are a positive and supportive group, and I'm thankful for every single one of you. Thanks for your support, friends and family. You mean the world to me.